When we added the bread to the new permissions table that we had, we were given this edit and add blade that we could work with. So what I want to do today is customize this a little bit more, and I want to basically just add some specifications for when someone adds or edits a permission. Now, the easiest way to do that would be to head over to the text editor, and then we're going to go down to the vendor TCG Voyager folder. And then we're going to open up, I think it's resources, views. Okay, and we are going to grab the bread. So from in here, we're just going to take this, edit, add blade. And as you can see, this is basically what's in our edit, add page, this page that we were just looking at here. So we're going to copy this file. And then we're going to head up to our own app resources, views, vendor, Voyager. And in Voyager, we're going to add a new folder, and we're going to call it permissions, and then we can go ahead and paste that file into our permissions folder. Okay, so let's go ahead and close out the old one, and then we'll just delete this real quick, and just to make sure that we have the right file. Okay, and now we have nothing here, so we've gotten the correct file. So let's go ahead and put this back. And let's refresh that one more time just to make sure that we've got it back. Okay, great. So now I just want to add some text up here. Okay, so let's go back to the text editor. And then we need to go to, and right in this section here. And here we're going to add another div. It's going to have the class of text center. And then we're going to start off with an H2. With the class of text primary. Then we're going to have some strong tags. And then we're going to say formatting new permissions. Okay, go down a little bit. Under this H2, we're going to have a div with a class of row. And we are also going to add some style tags on here. So style equals width 75%, and the margins are going to be 30 pixels, auto, 0, auto. And inside the div, we're now going to have another div with a class of all, medium, 6, and text left. And then we want 2 of these. Okay, so for the first one, we're going to have p tag with the class of text primary. And then we're going to add a style. And all we're going to do is font, weight, bold. And in here, we're just going to say key needs to have underscores. And then we can just now copy this one. And then we're going to have example, browse, roles. Okay, and now we can go down to the next div, and then we can actually just copy these, paste it here, and then this one is going to be table name, and then it's going to say needs to use model name, and then example is roles. Okay, that should be good. Let's go ahead and now check our browser and make sure that that's in there. Okay, great. So now we kind of have a little bit of a set of rules in here. So let's try one out. Say 1 and 1. And we also have some validation on here, so hopefully that popped up. Okay, it didn't. It successfully added new permission, and it's in here. Let's go ahead and see why that is, because I know that we did add validation to this, but I think we only put in max. So let's go check it out. Okay, let's go to database. Okay, now we can go to edit bread. Now if we scroll down, we should have some validation in here. Okay, so we only have it set so that it's required and there's a max of 25. So we should probably change this so that we can also have a minimum set of characters. So let's go back to the text editor. And to fix that, we need to go to our database And then we need to go to our seeders. Should be data tables, data rows, table seeder custom. Pretty sure we added these at the bottom, so let's go take a look at that. Permission, table name is one of them. Okay, right here we can just do pipe and then minimum of, let's say, 3. Actually, I'm going to copy this and add this to our other validations too, so that we make sure that we have those set. So the next one is for the key. Display name. Name. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and do these, and then I'll show you which ones they were. Okay, so for the users table, the name column, I changed it. For the email column, I've changed it. For the menu data type name, I changed it. Role data type menu name, I changed it. And then we, of course, did the others. So let's go ahead and reseed our database with our new command, php artisan Voyager admin install. And this way we can have the most recent updates to everything. This will delete. Are you sure? Yes. Fantastic. So let's go back to the browser. We'll go ahead and refresh. It will go ahead and log in. Okay, so now if we scroll down, we see that we have our new rules. So we can go ahead to our permissions tab. Okay, so let's try to add a new one. Okay, so now let's try to add one, save. Okay, and now we have our validation. So the key must be at least 3 characters and the table name must be at least 3 characters. Let's try it again and give it a new one. Also, what I would suggest too is if the validation, if you want this to be part of the validation, you can also add it to where we added the validation rules in our admin install script, but you would need to use some regex code to do that, and that's just a little bit too much work for me, but you can Google it and you'll be able to find it. Okay, so we're going to change that, but also what we need to do is change this from needs to use model name to table name instead, but we'll change that in a bit. So here we'll say browse new permissions, and this will be roles save. Well, that probably should have been permissions, but now we can also try to edit it. So edit. Okay, so now this one will be permissions. Save. Okay, so now we've been updated. We have our notification here, permissions. Okay, so let's just real quick go back and change up this blade file. We can close this now. Here we can say roles and needs to use table name. Let's just go back, refresh, and make sure that's what that says. Okay, great. Needs to use table name and example roles. Fantastic. If you made it this far, congratulations. We have finally finished our 3rd installment of the Laravel Admin Panel series. So the first one we did from scratch, not using any packages. The second one we used Laravel's, Spady's Laravel permissions and admin LTE. And in the third one, in this one here, we used Voyager. So we've kind of have a broad scope of different ways of implementing admin panels. I will make sure to push all the code up to GitHub. I'm leaving links down in the description so you guys can have access to everything. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.